So Patrick, nice to have you, to have us here. Once more in 6 years. I don't remember coming since the opening of the factory, which was a huge ceremony because it's actually the first major aerospace production facility that has opened in Bulgaria, and I believe it still is. So what happened during those almost 6.5 years that have passed since then?
Okay, during this 6.5 years, we increased our volume of activities through the facility, starting mainly by the most easy one that were the racks that we integrate at the beginning to develop the activity. And after we had additional product like doors and also part of fuselage, showing that we are able to increase and with this, we increase also the volumetry of people that are working in this facility. We were 100 some years ago, and now we have close to 500 people working with us.
I still remember when I first came here and we were opening the factory that about 1/3 of the floor space that we're seeing today was occupied by any kind of equipment. And there was, yeah, we're going to continue, but onwards in the next 1 or 2 years, it's going to expand. We're going to still build more parts for more partners. So who are the major partner companies that you're building equipment here in the Plovdiv facility?
Here in Plovdiv facility, we have mainly Airbus program. Some of the programs are directly delivered to Airbus. Some other programs, like the racks, are delivered to our Latécoère family interconnection system. The racks, they are putting the wiring inside, and after they are delivering it to Airbus. So this facility is 100% focused on Airbus program.
100% Airbus.
Yes.
So it's purely European.
Yes, it has been decided when we built this facility. And when we reorganize the footprint of Latécoère, we can discuss about it, that this facility will be the assembly facility for Latécoère in Europe for Airbus program.
Are all the parts that are produced here delivered to the Airbus facilities in Europe, for example, Toulouse and Hamburg, or some of them are also going overseas to the American production and Chinese production lines that Airbus has?
No. Us, we are delivering the product to Hamburg and Saint-Nazaire. After, the product that we are delivering are integrated in part of fuselage that are flying to China and to US, but also to Toulouse for the final assembly line. But us, we are delivering mainly all our activity in Europe and in France and in Germany.
Can you mention in particular the aircraft types that you're working on?
So for the racks, that was the first program. We are working for the A400M, the military airplane. We are working also for the A350 program. For the nose fairing, it's also A350 fuselage part that we are producing. And the big volumetry of production that we have today is the A320 family, so the doors, the 4 doors for the airplane, 2 front, 2 rear. These are produced here. Half of the rate is produced here. The other half of the rate is produced by our competitor in China.
It's really interesting when a person enters actually the aircraft that they can see the plate, which hangs there on the door.
Yes.
That it doesn't say made in Bulgaria, as many people are probably thinking of, but anyway, it says it's produced by Latécoère.
Yes, yes, is what I want to notice, that all the people that are flying in Europe are taking a plane where the door is mainly manufactured by Latécoère, yes, and by Bulgaria facility here in Plovdiv.
And it makes sense, of course, that the A320 family is the one of the major focus of your production, because it's the best-selling aircraft family in history,
yes,
surpassing by far now the other one, which is the Boeing 737, but we know what problems the Americans are facing currently at the moment. But how this partnership with Airbus evolved during the years? Because this is obviously it's really important for Latécoère. It's the major partner, and whenever they do good job, you do a good job as well.
Yes, yes, sure. It's a very old program, as you said. This program has been developed in 1989. So that is a very old program that we are producing for Airbus since some years now. That we start in France, after it has been moved to Czech Republic, and now finally we have it in Bulgaria. And this partnership with Airbus start with the door, and it has been increased with part of fuselage, and after also by the nose fairing that we have also here on the new airplane of Airbus, the A350. So we have a very good relation with Airbus. Part of our board member are also ex-Airbus people, so this is also helping us to have a great connection with them. And more at this time where the rates are increasing everywhere for all the program in Airbus, but also in the competitor of Airbus that are Embraer and Boeing. It's key to have a good relation and the transparency in the relation, and this is what we have since years now. They are knowing us since more than 40 years now, so the relation is good. We are based in Toulouse also. The corporate of Latécoère is based in Toulouse, close to the corporate of Airbus, which is also helping us to have that good relation.
So we know each other for the last 40 years, but they know the Bulgaria production line for 6.5 years.
Yes.
So what has been the feedback from Airbus regarding quality of the product that is built here? Do they want to expand further on?
Yeah, they were a little bit afraid at the beginning when we decided to come in Bulgaria, because as we were discussing the last time, we are the only facility working in the aeronautic industry, and we can face a lack of resources. So our plan was to show to them that we are able to produce on time, and also respecting the quality of the product that we are exporting to them. What we can say is that when we start, because we were at the same time on this rate increase, so we moved the activity in Bulgaria at the same time, then the rate were increasing. So we were facing a lack of resources, mainly beginning of last year when I arrived in this company. So we were with quite 100 people that were not Bulgarian people, and we reached during 2024 to replace all of them at the same time that we were delivering on time the product. And the first assumption that was planned has been reached, meaning we reached to deliver all the product requested by the customer with only Bulgarian people working in Bulgaria facility. That was a great achievement. And that's because we reached also in parallel to build our training center that was allowing us to train the people, respecting the lead time of the training, and to be sure that they will produce correctly the production that we have to do.
Does that mean that now you have 100% Bulgarian workforce here?
I will not say 100% because I'm a French guy, but we have few French people integrated in the different area of the company: manufacturing, engineering, quality, supply chain. We have also one Mexican lady that was working with me in Mexico. She came here to support us also on the supply chain, to share the knowledge that she has and to share the knowledge of the skilled people from France. But 95% of the population in this facility now is Bulgar.
Yeah, but still, it's a good thing because we need an international exposure here in Bulgaria to get the best practices from abroad as well, to get good management, leadership, which is really important. And when you mentioned resources, by resources you meant mostly human resources, right?
Sure, because our activity is more than 60–70% produced by people, by the hand of the people, manual activities. We have some automated machines. We plan also to develop some machine, mainly cobot or robotization, to allow the painting activity, which is not the nicely activity to do. So our job is to also improve the well-being of the people. So all the activity that can be a little bit complicated to be performed by human people, we would like to replace them by robotization, but it's mainly the painting activity. After all the activity to build the product is handmade.
Yeah, actually you have started answering one of my next questions. It was related to all those innovations that we have already in the manufacturing processes, including robotics. And when you have robots or assisted labor, assisted manufacturing, usually you get better results because the result is always the same. And when you have people involved, the result can vary.
Yes.
Sometimes you feel tired, sometimes you're not on 100% performance at this day for some reason. So yeah, the result might be different.
Yes.
In that respect, you started answering, but how far ahead are we and you as company, Latécoère, in digitizing the processes and also involving more and more automated production lines and facilities in the factory here, but also in your other facilities?
Yeah, we have two different types of production, as I said. We have old program. The A320 program is an old one, so all the jigs and all the way of building the door is I would say old school, so it's why it's really manual. And but all the new programs that we have are more recently designed, like the A350. So here we already integrated the manufacturing execution system, the MES. It means that we are fully digitalized. We don't have paper on this line, and we are using with screen. People are able to know what they have to do, and we are recording all the activities. And also, this is helping us to be well connected with the quality and the qualification requirement, certification of the people, calibration of the machine. So all of these processes that are very strong in the aeronautic industry.
It means much more precision.
Yes,
as well.
yes. So with the new program, the automation is already launched to avoid the paper and to avoid the mistake also when you are writing things or when you are reading, so at the same time that you are working. And the target is to deploy in this facility for the end of this year a full digitalized facility that will be the first time for Latécoère group. And we have already this on the A350. We are now developing a new door, and we are going to start with this new door also from the digitalization since the beginning. And slowly we are going to transform the A320 production using the digitalization system. That will help us, as you said, to support the employee, to avoid that can make mistake during the process. It will not replace them, of course, but it will help them on the thinking during the day and during the activity. And it will be a huge improvement.
Not replacing them is a key word.
Yes.
Because usually people, the workforce, are getting afraid when something new is being implemented into the production process. So in that respect, do you face or have you faced any backlash from the workforce during those years in regard to implementing those innovations by people fearing, oh, no, we're going to be replaced, so there's going to be a reduction in the workforce, or quite the opposite?
Not at this time. No. I think we will not have, because we have also part of our goal in this company and in this facility is the people that are with us. They are learning by doing, of course, and after they can grow inside the facility also. So the goal is not to afraid the people, because we have new products that are coming. So when they will be expert on an activity, it's more easy for us and for them to move to another one. So they can be transferred to other activity that are coming. And as I said, the new door coming, and we hope that we'll have other products that will come. And we have also some bridge that are done with the manufacturing engineering, for example, or the quality, or the inspection. So it means that we have all the time, with the increase of the production that we have all the time needs. So it means also that we can move people doing some activity to another one. So we don't have this risk at this time, and people are not afraid of the automation. They are taking it more as an opportunity for them to grow.
And that requires training. And you mentioned training before, so you have you invest a lot in people training as well.
Yes.
And describe shortly how the training in Latécoère looks like, but also its relation to the career path that your workers will face.
So we have different axes. The first one, when we arrived and when I arrived, was to build a workforce. So it's why we decided to build our own training center. Why? Because we need to manage A to Z all the training of the people. Training on the skill, but also it's important for us to see the behavior of the people during this training. So we launched a training center where we were able to develop 3 groups of 15 people at the same time. And we split the training in 2 phases. The first one is to learn what is the aeronautic industry, because people are coming from other industry, and the aeronautic is a particular one. We have a lot of documentation and a lot of knowledge that the people need to acquire. So we have 2 months and a half that are focused on the aeronautic industry. At the end of these 2 months we have 2 weeks, 3 weeks of special processes qualification, because the people that are going to join the company in the shop floor, they will need to be qualified on some activity. So they need to have this qualification.
So that's more targeted. Training,
this period, the 3 months, is in the training center. And after, they are integrating the shop floor, where we develop like a phase line, which is the phase line where the people are learning the product where they are going to work on. but they are not really working on the product that is going to be delivered because it can be risky. And so we have here 1 month and a half, 2 months, depend of the skills of the people, but it's roughly 2 months more. So 2 months plus 2 months is 4 months, is the complete lead time for a training to have an operator ready to work with us in the shop floor.
Hands-on training, but not still line training.
Yes.
Let's go it like this.
Yeah.
Because careers are really important. And do you partner with any educational institutions?
Yes. So this is the next.
You need to source those people from somewhere. And usually it needs like a basis for that, a pool of people that can come later on. And
you are completely right. The target is not to develop people, and our target is to stay here for a long time. So we want to invest. So we decide to be close to the schools, of course, and we have the 3 levels. So we have the primary school, where we already start to launch some activity. It was the 7th grade school, where we want to show what is the aeronautic industry to the young generation, to put in their mind why not. After we have the 2nd level, which is the high school level, where we create a class. So we have a class of students that are at this time learning really the aeronautic industry, and they will come in our facility in some months or years. And after we have the 3rd level, of course, with the university, technical university. We are well connected with Plovdiv Technical University and Sofia also. And we have a lot of engineers that are working with us that are coming from this university. So the target is, yes, to check the availability of the people on the market, but also to start to build a strong generation of workers that will come workers and also indirect people, manufacturing engineer, quality, inspectors, supply chain, all what is needed around the production activity.
And the way to start it is since they're kids, because kids love to play with Lego Technic, for example, but this is like a larger scale Lego that you have here. And still build something with your hands.
And Plovdiv is also well connected with the aeronautic world, I would say, because it's a long time that some activity were there, so it's good for us also to reinitiate. It
has the legacy. We saw it even here in the hallway when coming to your office.
No, what I want to say is that connected with this, we have also, because the quality in our industry is key. So we need to deliver on time, this is sure. But I will say the other will deliver on time also. So our target for this year is to show also that we are able to deliver with a quality which is better than the quality of the others. So it's why it's important to reinforce, as we said, the training, to reinforce the learning all the time, and also some certification. So we start to be NADCAP certified, and we are proud because we are the first facility of Latécoère that is certified for the NADCAP assembly, which is a great achievement that we had some weeks ago. And this is also showing that what we are building is really reality. When external auditors are coming and when they are certifying us, it means that what we do is really what we have to do. So that doesn't mean that the game is all the time ongoing. So we need to maintain this and we need to improve it. But the certification, which is a international certification, is giving to us also more light around the world and inside the company first, but also to the customer.
Yeah, whenever you achieve a level, obviously you just want to grow on top of that level as well.
Yes.
But the real recognition is coming from your client, from the end customer, which in that case is one of the biggest producers of aircraft and aerostructures in the world. So last but not least, what is Latécoère out of Bulgaria? Of course, what is Latécoère's footprint around the world currently? Because the company is constantly growing.
Yes.
Obviously, you have facilities here in Europe, on all the continents. Where and what is produced in each of those facilities?
Our target is to be close to the customer that we have. And we are working for quite all the customers. So we have facility in Brazil, which is working for Embraer. So we have facility there making fuselage and doors. We have facility in Mexico, which is more close to the North American market. So in Mexico, we are making the door for the 787 for Boeing. And we are also making the elementary part production for Boeing through Mexico and for Embraer through Brazil. We bought, during the COVID period, we make some M&A in Canada. So we bought a facility in Canada also that is mainly opening the production for us on the military market in US. After we have some activity in Czech Republic, where we are manufacturing all the elementary parts that we are consuming us in Bulgaria. This is for European market and for Airbus and Dassault. All the Dassault program, Dassault is in France. Dassault program are still around Toulouse. So we are making part of fuselage also in Toulouse. After we have some activity in India, mainly for wiring activity, and in North Africa, Morocco and Tunisia, also for wiring activity, which is really manpower activity. Yeah. And we have also some small activity on the final assembly line because we need to be also close to the customer to support the product that we are delivering. And what we want to develop this year, all around this activity that are more manufacturing product and to be close to the customer, we want to develop the after sale and the customer service, because with this rate increase that we have, we are facing issue on the supply, so it means that we are not able to produce the volumetric airplane that are needed.
Everybody says facing supply issues at the moment.
Yeah.
And
so we need to maintain the airplane.
Get away.
Yeah. So we need to maintain the airplane that are flying. Yeah. So because of this, it's important to have after sale. We have skilled people, skilled workers. So it's important for us to sell this skills through the customer service, and this is one of the targets that we have for 2025. We have an increase of sales because of the increase of the rate, but we want to open our portfolio also on this activity, which is an important and interesting one.
What part of the production is dedicated to the defense programs and industry?
Mainly civil.
Mainly civil.
Yeah, mainly civil. We are making, for 400 MRACs here that we are selling to interconnection, and we are making part of the Rafale in Toulouse because this airplane need to be built in France. Yeah. So we are making part of the Rafale in our facility close to Toulouse in Gimont.
Any plans to focus more on defense, because the defense sector is now on the rise in Europe? For some political reasons, of course, but why not get the opportunity?
Can be. But we are more at this time focused on the civil activity. We need to be sure that we are able to do what we have to do. So we want to grow, but with this after COVID period, we need to be stronger on deliveries, as I said. And the target of this year is really the quality. If we reach to have the very good quality numbers, it can help us to pull other activity. So OTD, OQD, and of course, above all of this, safety, because we are monitoring the safety culture in this company, because without people, we cannot do something. So our job is to maintain the security of our employee all the time, and we launch a big plan of safety and safety culture, safety visit, safety talks. So a lot of projects are already launched.